Check out this 3D animation clip I created.
Hello? Is somebody there?
Help! Let me out! Hello?
Looks familiar? It's the same style you see in videos from channels like Fern and Cipher. Their 3D animations are incredible, but here's the catch. They do everything manually, and that takes weeks or even months to finish. The good news is, you don't have to go through all that. With the right AI tools, you can create content just like this much faster and with far less effort. In this video, I'll walk you through the entire process step by step. All the tools I used are linked in the description below. The first step is writing your script, and with AI, this part gets super simple. All you need is a strong story to start with. It could be a real crime case or even a Reddit thread that catches your eye. For example, I came across a Reddit post that worked perfectly for a documentary-style video, just like Fern and Cipher create. To match that style, I took a transcript from one of Fern's videos and pasted it into ChatGPT. Then I asked it to use the tone and structure as inspiration to turn my Reddit story into a documentary script. Within seconds, I had a solid draft. From there, you can tweak it however you want. In my case, I asked ChatGPT to smooth out the short sentences to make the flow more natural. Once your script is ready, the next step is to generate visual scene descriptions. Copy a section of your script into ChatGPT and ask it to create a scene description for you. This will act as your guide when building animations or AI-generated clips. Next, take that description and head over to the custom GPT tool I've linked below, called the Documentary Style 3D Image Generator. When you open it, you'll see two quick options. Select the one that says, "Are you ready for my scene description?" And once it confirms, paste in your description. From there, it's all up to you. Decide how many prompts you want to run and the look of each scene. The prompts are already optimized for that 3D documentary style you see in Fern's videos with expressionless faces and shiny grayish skin. You can also guide it with your own ideas. For example, I asked ChatGPT to generate an image without any human figure, just a ringing telephone. In another case, I described a hand reaching for the receiver without showing the full person. The more detailed and specific your prompt is, the better the results will be. Once your prompts are ready, it's time to bring them to life. For this, we'll use OpenArt AI to generate both images and videos. Copy one of your prompts from ChatGPT, open OpenArt in your browser, and click on Generate Image. When selecting a model, choose Imagen 3 by Google. It works especially well for that same 3D documentary look. Be sure to set the output ratio to 16:9 so your visuals fit YouTube perfectly. Paste your prompt into the text box, select how many images you want, and hit Generate. If the result doesn't look right, just regenerate until you're happy with it. Keep repeating this process until you've built out every scene you need. Once all your images are complete and organized, the next step is transforming those still frames into a full cinematic video. In OpenArt, click on Video from the side panel to open the generator. Upload one of your images, then describe the action you want. This could be a slow camera zoom, a pan across the room, or something like a hand reaching for a phone. If you'd like, turn on Sound On, and OpenArt will automatically add background audio. For higher quality motion, switch the model to Kling AI 2.1, which produces more realistic detail and smoother movement. I suggest running multiple versions of each prompt until you get the perfect look. Always keep a cinematic style in mind. For example, one of my favorite shots was a back view silhouette, with only the room's lighting creating a dramatic effect. Once you've generated all your clips and are happy with the results, the next step is creating the voiceover using ElevenLabs. For my video, I wanted to open with a short dialogue. The phone rings, a woman answers,
Hello?
her daughter says something,
Is somebody there?
and then hangs up.
Help! Let me out!
After that, the main narration begins.
For most people, such a call might have been dismissed as a prank.
To set this up, I first searched for phone sounds in ElevenLabs and found a few that worked perfectly.
I'd rather regret the things that I have done.
When you find a sound you like, just click the plus icon on the right to save it to your library. Once you've gathered all the sounds you need, go back to the dashboard and select Instant Speech. To use one of your saved voices, click on the default option that's selected, then scroll down to the Recently Used section. You'll see your saved voices listed there. When writing your dialogue lines, you can also add expressions using square brackets. These appear highlighted in purple as you type and act as cues, telling the AI voice how to read certain words with added emotion, pauses, or emphasis. After that, generate the speech.
Help! Let me out!
If it sounds natural and fits your scene, download it to your computer. Repeat this process for every part of your script.
For most people, such a call might have been dismissed.
For example, I used it for both the mother's dialogue and the main narration. Once you've got your sounds, dialogues, and narration saved, it's time to bring everything together. Let's head over to Canva to assemble the full video. From the side panel, click Create and search for the YouTube video chapter template. Once you open it, start uploading all your media files. If you need extra sound effects, the YouTube audio library is a fantastic resource with a huge collection of free sounds. For instance, I wanted my video to begin with a phone ringing. So I searched for a ringtone in the library and downloaded the one that fit best. Even though OpenArt added background audio, I preferred the YouTube library version for its mood. You can always choose whichever sounds right for your project. To give the intro a stronger documentary feel, I added the date and day at the very start in a typewriter font, then applied a simple animation to give it that cinematic touch. After that, I synced the phone sound with the visual, then clicked the plus icon to add the next clip. I uploaded the following video segment, dragged it onto the timeline, and adjusted it so the flow felt smooth. At the same time, I uploaded my voiceover lines and synced them carefully as I went along. For extra realism, you can also layer in small sound effects. I used a quick beep sound to match the phone hanging up, but you could add footsteps, rain, police sirens, whatever fits the atmosphere of your scene. These subtle details can make a huge difference. As you build your timeline, keep checking how everything feels together. It might seem a little tricky at first, but once you get into the rhythm, it becomes much easier to manage. At the point where the back view silhouette shot appeared, I started layering in the main documentary narration I had generated earlier, making sure to time it perfectly with the visuals. When your edit is complete, watch through the entire video one last time to catch anything that feels off. That's exactly what I did with my final version, making small tweaks here and there before wrapping it up. Once you're happy with yours, just hit export. And that's it. Your video is ready to share anywhere you like. With this workflow, you can create a full documentary-style video in just a day or two.
Help! Let me out!
Compare that to doing all the 3D animation manually, which could take over a month for a 20-minute video. So try out the workflow yourself using the tools and resources linked in the description below. And if you're ready for the next step, watch this video to know how you can make a movie explainer video using AI.